All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and well, let's talk ratchets. Now, I did a video a while ago, all the ratchet styles you need. So let's talk specifically about choosing a ratchet system. Now, there's lots of parts to it, and we're gonna really just focus on some main things. Pretty much almost every manufacturer nowadays is high tooth count. There are some out there that are low tooth count. Trust me, you want 88 tooth, 100 and whatever, million teeth because, well, swing arc. It sucks to go that far to click. My go-to is the Matco system. I like the comfort grip. I like the locking ratchet head. I know guys that can break these in like 3 seconds. And I don't know what it is. I don't know how they're turning it, but they can break it. So that's something to keep in mind. Somebody suggested Cobalt the other day. I would not suggest at least the older one from Cobalt because I almost face planted into a brick wall because of a Cobalt. Daniel's Cobalt ratchet, and I went flying. My long-handled Snap-on broke it loose, which Daniel broke. But anyway, getting back to the ratcheting mechanism. Everybody's gold standard is Snap-on. I knew a guy, no lie, who every Snap-on ratchet he touched, he broke. Like, not kidding. I think I saw him break 3 Snap-on ratchets, and he used Matco, and I never saw him get one warrantied. Big dude, strong dude, but for whatever reason, ratchet design matters and how you push it or something, I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I do know I've broken more Snap-on ratchets than I have Matcos. And I've owned Snap-ons for, well, decades. Yes, a lot of old, coarse tooth, but I have upgraded to fine tooth. But you definitely want to get a system that will work for your style, however the difference is. If you break a ratchet a lot, you might look at going to a different manufacturer. So let's talk grips. Now this is probably one of the most personal things on the planet. I've got a Matco here and a Mac. I don't have a Comfort Grip 3/8 Snap-on, so I can't directly compare, but the grips are all significantly different. Now, for me personally, the Matco wins hands down. Like, hands down. This is the grip I like. The Mac seems really thin. I'm, fingers to meat. Whereas with the Matco, fingers are not touching meat. Obviously, I don't have a Snap-on to compare, but I've got big hands. So that's something to me that I don't like about this ratchet is the handle size is smaller than the Matco, which is one of the reasons why I've gone mostly away from the chrome ones. Now, I've been using this Milwaukee one mostly for drain plugs and stuff like that. The 1/2 inch is the one I use a lot for cranks. Significantly bigger handle. This is something that literally you need to put in your hand. I don't care what brand you go with, but it's important that you put your meats on it and see how the handle feels. See how it fits in your hand. This is something you're going to be touching a lot. So find something that works for you. Handle-wise. I owned a lot of these back in the day, and while they were a lot better than the Craftsman's I was using in the beginning, I realized how much I did not like them after I got into the plastic hard handle ones. Now, I tried to go back to the plastic hard handle one, and well, guess what? I hated it. It's better stuff has come along since then. When I had Snap-on, I had the comfort grips with them, the rubber handled, whatever they call them, whatever brand calls them. But so I've gone away from this. Now this is the Snap-on long one that I still own. Yes, Daniel broke it because I let him use it because he hadn't got his Cobalt warranted. But anyway, that's something you need to look at when it comes to choosing a ratchet. That is something your hand's going to be on all the time. If you've got small hands or you personally feel like something is comfortable, go with it. It doesn't matter to anybody else what kind of ratchet system you go with. Just understand that it's entirely personal. All right, let's talk flex head. Now, we're not going to get too deep into different styles, but do you want a flex head? Again, that's personal. You know, I know guys that they own nothing but straight handles, except one guy had a bunch of straight handles and then had the one weird snap-on ratcheting spark plug ratchet. I personally don't understand those. I just use an extension. Do you want a locking flex head? Now, obviously, different lengths and stuff like that, but again, we're talking about the ratcheting system. Do you want a locking like the Matco, where it's a positive lock, but then completely releases and allows you to flex? This ratchet normally, day-to-day, is just normal flex head ratchet. One of the things I like about it is it doesn't get floppy like the Snap-ons. And if it gets floppy, I'll get Robbie to fix it. But it stays pretty tight. And if I need to, it's a locking. Now you've also got types like this Mac that is not a flex head. It is a locking only. So it does not flex unless you push the physical button, move it, and relock it. I bought this to give it a review, and that is something I actually don't like. I'm used to the Matcos that are not locking unless I lock it. Like I said, the default position is unlocked. So the ratchet part so far has been good. The handle is too small for my hand, but I like the ratchet as far as the ratchet head. And that's what I mean. You know, you need to physically hold a ratchet. You need to, well, touch it. It puts it more into the, you know, if you buy it on Amazon, make sure you have a return policy. You know, that's the thing about ratchets. It is 100% a very, very, very personal tool. You know, as you can see, I have plenty of choices on ratchets. And again, my go-to is still the Matco. But again, personal preference, and I don't break them. I mean, I've broken my long one once, I think my 1/4 inch once, and I was doing something stupid with the 1/4 inch. And, you know, this one once, and my green one that's now in the alignment rack once. I've broken Snap-ons, and, you know, I broke one Snap-on, I think, the day I got it fixed. Always fun. But, you know, so consider everything when it comes to a ratchet system. You have to. It's not a, you know, if you're buying a Cobalt or whatever, and whatever, it's not that expensive. You're buying Snap-on, Matco, they're expensive. So, you know, weigh your options accordingly. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.